check this out. A viewer, yes, a viewer stopped by my house and gave me some scrap. That is Illuminati. Yep. I like it. Good morning. It's time to go scrapping. Hello, daughter. But I have to take daughter to school first. And doing scrapping in that area by where her college is. So, wish me luck. Can't quite reach. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to grab my magnet. Yep. Alright. Yeah, I grabbed a couple other things off camera. Bed frame and the other side. That's the coolest little trick. Come on. That's some nasty stuff right there. Come on. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to move some stuff around a little bit because that's whatever that is heavy. There's just something about garbage day. I thought this stuff was full, but they're just boxes. Yeah, we definitely live in the land of plenty. That is for sure. You know, in you know, spending. I don't know. I've been to Port-au-Prince, Haiti 20 times probably in the 1990s. And I know a lot of people will talk about, you know, that we have hungry and underprivileged here in the U.S., which, yes, that is a given. When I have seen firsthand what abject poverty looks like, it is a different thing completely. Abject poverty, when people can't eat for days on end. So comparing that to where I can make a decent daily amount of money, which can buy, I mean, like just yesterday, I made over $50 just in scrap metal. Because I actually found some, I'm gonna get through this. I found some washers and dryers yesterday, taking my son home from school. And oh, by the way, that's on my Instagram. If you guys want to go to my Instagram. But anyway, what is that? That's metal. So, can't remember what I was saying. When I can make $50 just bebopping through people's discarded stuff, which can, I mean, you can do a lot of grocery shopping for 50 bucks. It's just from our discarded stuff. It just shows us how people actually can survive off discarded things here, and that doesn't happen in areas of abject poverty, of extreme poverty. And yeah, there are small pockets of extreme poverty in the United States, but there are extreme large amounts of just plenty. The land of plenty. Okay, so here it is. I have not looked through it at all. '69 conference champions. 6th premium. I'm not sure what that is. Malta posts strong mark. So this is the town of Malta. Oh my goodness. Cuba crisis. Catholics, power. What is going on here? It's a report. The late President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, January 1st, 1969, American history. Someone wrote a report. The index. It's all done in pen. I think it's amazing. The last President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Oh, it's her graded stuff. This paper is to show what John F. Kennedy did, and the teacher said the purpose of, and yeah, has all of her corrections. And it, oh, look at the length of this report. And single space too. Wow. Look at these photos of the Kennedys. Fantastic. By Merlin C. Anderson. Good job, Merlin. Seriously. Yeah, this is the personal effects. Yeah. This is tough. I don't know what to do with this. It shouldn't have been in the dumpster, but then I'd be guilty of putting it back in the dumpster. A meritorious award, Malta High School, 1969-1970, to Merlin Anderson in basketball. And this was his letter. Wow, look at that. Wow. I don't know what to do with it. Can you guys help me what to do? Tell me what to do with this? This library is... Now, I know that there's some other buildings here that have something to do with the history of the town. I just can't find it. But this library right here is open at 3:30 today. 3:30 until 8 p.m. I think that, yeah. And then a couple of days a week it's open from 1 until 8 p.m. Anyway, I say that because I'm going to drop this off on their porch, and I wrote a note just now. And, yes, it says Wednesday, so yeah, it's open at 3:30. Oh, look at that old car. Wow. See that? Huh. So, I just said that, as I was looking for scrap metal in dumpsters, I found this discarded 50-year-old memory box of Merlin Anderson. I believe this has historic significance to the town of Malta. Would you please tend to it to make sure this artifact gets into the proper hands? ScrapPalletMan on YouTube. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go put that on their porch up there, and then I gotta move on. All right. All right, I think that will work just fine. What do you think? Okay. They're no good?
No wood.
Oh, okay, so there's some with no wood. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I'll grab those. Yes.
Yeah, you want to get one?
The pallets?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are a little, yeah, probably.
You take it, no problem, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll take, yeah, I see a little bit of metal, but I know you want to keep some stuff back here. Yeah, I'll leave that stuff alone. How's your renovation? Are you guys getting better?
Yeah,
getting closer?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
New type, new bed, new everything you want.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you have any air conditioners, I'll take those.
Okay,
if you have any of that stuff,
okay.
I can take that off your hands.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. I think that's metal. Metal. It is not metal. It's plastic. All right, so I just talked to the manager there, that same guy, and he's getting rid of this. Not exactly sure what this thing even is. but he said he put some scrap in here, so we'll take it. Take that. Okay. Probably should keep a bin like that more often in my vehicle. Now he was saying something about a couple of these are all metal. Oh. Wow. Boing, schmoing. That's funny stuff. Yeah, this weighs about an ounce. But hey, it's metal. My hoodie, but hey, it's all in the name of scrapping. Behind me, he's acting like an idiot. It's a 30-mile-an-hour zone. He's driving around, acting like a maniac. First, I'm on my way to the scrapyard, and I need to stop at my Union Pacific Railroad dumpster. Yep. Park a little bit far away from it, just so I don't look like I'm dumping anything, because I'm not. Well, I'm going to dump the wrapper. And what do I see? Nothing. Bunch of oil filters. Yeah. Bunch of bleh. That's a nice garbage can. They're not really throwing that away, are they? That's a really nice garbage can. I'd be surprised if they're throwing that thing away. Oh, that's just regular old trash. It smells like ether in there. So it's probably from an auto body shop over there. So now I've got this little bitty baby load in the back of my truck, but I don't want it to I don't want to drop it off at my house, and and everything's super close anyway. So I'm just gonna take it to the scrapyard and I'll get my $5 probably. Buckaroonies. Oh yeah, it might not even be that. So this is $38.60. I might be $38.60 when I come back out. That's so funny. ask them today if I can record in here. That would be awesome. If they say no, I just will delete this. Just got $10.08 for that little bit of baby scrap. So I just want to do a little math here first. So I have 10.08 divided by my weight, which is 140 pounds. That is 7 cents a pound, a little bit more than 7 cents a pound. And that was that appliance shred. So they said it was $144 per net ton. Okay, so yeah, makes sense. Cool. All right, so yeah, that was good. So I asked about if I can record in there, and Caitlin's so awesome. She's like, well, you need to let me know a day in advance so I can look pretty. So, yeah, she's a beautiful person on the inside and out. So yeah, so it doesn't matter about appearances, and but you know, to her it's important, you know, so it's not about my opinion. So anyway, she said that she'd also need to talk to Chad, the owner. So we'll see. I think it'd be awesome. I told her, I said, you know, you guys are an amazing scrapyard, and you know, they're under new ownership as of a few months ago. So I mean, just a world of difference in how they operate. So all right, so it's I don't know, what time is it? So it's 10:43, and I've been doing this since I dropped my daughter off at 9:30. So a little bit more than an hour. Got $10. You know what? I'll do $10 an hour all day long. Yeah, especially doing this fun stuff. So, and plus half the time I was messing around with that that 50-year-old memory box. So, all right. Did I get a phone call? All right, I gotta run. See a little indicator sticking out there. All right, need these. Now, as I was pulling out of the scrapyard, there was this hunk of metal in the street. So I know it fell off of a. So I don't know. That's a couple pounds of extruded aluminum. That's no joke right there. So yeah, I kept my aluminum and my wire, and there's a bunch of hardware in that bin right there. And I was there's also some aluminum in there, so I was checking it with a magnet. So that's aluminum. It's aluminum. I should have gotten rid of that. There's some aluminum there. Yeah, I left in my video from yesterday, I had placed Captain Hook, my little hook that I pull stuff out of the dumpster area. I left it hanging on the dumpster. Yeah, I did. Kind of a bummer. What is that? Sure, it's sound metal, doesn't it? Well, that's the metal of this making all that racket. Take cords all day long. I see a little bit of metal. Little bit of metal. Man, I've almost bunked myself so many times on these things. So I guess I don't need these. That's not metal. It's not metal. Full dumpster. Normally this is not a full dumpster. Oh. No, someone probably could use this. That blizzard netting or whatever it is. There's tons of good stuff. I hear metal in there. Yep, I can hear it. Ta-da! What else is in here? Little bit of metal. When I use that little accent, when I say a little bit of metal, I'm actually referring to a video in the 1980s with Iron Maiden behind the Iron Curtain, which was the communist half of Europe. And Iron Maiden was playing there in back then Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia and other places. And that's just kind of a phrase that they used when they're talking about heavy metal. So I'm not making fun of a Cockney accent or an English accent. I just think it's a cool way of saying metal. I love metal. It's just cool. Make a mess here. That's just cool. I don't know why it's cool. I'm in the mood for dumpsters, but not that one. All right. It is actually warm. Yeah. I'm so cool with this. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of some of my e-waste here. I just want to clean out the truck because I'm in the mood to do some more scrapping. Check this out. A viewer, yes, a viewer stopped by my house and gave me some scrap. That is Illuminati. Yep. I like it. It's so cool. Wow. All right, so let's get this stuff loaded up. Get the dirt off it first. So cool. So that aluminum siding was only 17 pounds. 40 cents a pound and $6.80. So not bad for a viewer dropping me off some scrap. But she dropped it off at my, I'm like, you can take this right to the scrapyard. She's like, no, I don't do scrapyards. I'm like, I get it. There's a bunch of stuff I don't do, and you know, I'm not gonna fault you for that. That's for sure. All right, you know what? I'm not done. Let's go scrapping. Okay, I'm back at my house. Just got done washing the truck. She looks all pretty. And stopped. I didn't film any of it, but I have no idea what these things are. No clue. So I don't know. Should I do some micro scrapping? Okay, a little bit. Let's just figure out what this thing is. My guess is a transformer. Probably from 880 volts down to 220 or something crazy. I don't know. So, I'm gonna grab my tools. No idea. What is that? No clue what that is. It's encased completely. Ceramic ends. Yeah, that has to be the primary and secondary coil. Got two of them. Yeah, probably just take it right to the scrapyard. Right. So, yeah, when in doubt, read the nameplate. So it's says luminous tube transformer, outdoor, non-weatherproof, category number, and that's a particular category. So all transformers with that category number have the same function. So the primary is 120 volts. So that's regular old wall power going into, and the secondary is a 9,000 volt, 30 milliamp. And then there's a midpoint secondary, which is grounded, then another secondary. I'm not sure what that means. So yeah, it's to generate 9,000 volts. Not a lot of current, but it's yeah, so what, 30 milliamps, which is enough to knock your socks off for sure. But yeah, so now I know it's a transformer. One's very similar. So its primary is 120 volts, 60 hertz, 360 volt amperes, and its secondary is 12,000 volts with, I think, 30 milliamps, or 0.3 milliamps. So yeah, so this thing generates, so that first one was 9,000 volts, this one's 12,000 volts. So it's a step-up transformer. Hey, at least now I know what it is. Give me a hard time there. So this came out of that Arby's dumpster. Sorry about that, guys. Guys and gals. And this is a lot of so this is for high voltage, because there's a lot of insulation. There's a sheathing, and so you can even peel this back and you can see that's for high voltage. So there's a lot of insulation. And extreme high voltage actually has to be away from people, and they don't have any insulation on it at all. So insulation is just for safety reasons. Power wires, like the super high voltage, there's no insulation whatsoever because they're too far away. So we got one right here. I'll set the wires on this guy. So basically, these would go in the category of electric motors. You know, this transformer, but in the world of scrap yards, it doesn't really matter. Just a big old chunk of a magnet and windings of either copper or aluminum or some conductor. See this beautiful piece of copper from Jumper Cables? Magnet. It's not copper. Not at all. Copper is non-ferromagnetic. And this is definitely ferromagnetic. Ooh. Ferrous, they call it. Into the shred. Yep. Alright, so I just got a little bit of a shred pile, and then I got those transformers. Yeah. Now I'm gonna clean up a little bit here, and then and then run off to the scrapyard. So I'm pulling up to get rid of the transformers, and then I'm gonna go do the shred here in a second. So it looks like I got 35 pounds of electric motors and 7 pounds for breakage. He gave me breakage for those, you know, the ends of AC adapters. So, and I'm not sure, 40% CU, 40% copper. All right, now I'm gonna go get rid of this shred. We should be good. And I'll be done for the day. Just in time to go get my kids from school. Yep. And they've been cleaning up this pile here. All right, I'm gonna bring you along, okay? You guys see that? That's an empty truck right there. That is an empty truck. All right, now let's go see how much we get. I'm gonna guess $8 for the whole thing, shred and the transformers. So we'll see. His rim. You guys can see that? Alright, I gotta film this just because it's so nuts. Okay, so I had 60 pounds of shred, which is not very much at all, which was $1.40 per net ton, which is 7 cents per pound. And so I got $4.20 for that shred. Now for the transformers, I got 8 cents a pound for those. So it's 35 pounds, so $2.80 for both of those transformers. And then I got copper breakage for those AC adapter ends for 84 cents. So I got $3.64 from the non-ferrous side and $4.20 from the ferrous or shred steel side. So almost $8 on that last little deal. Yeah, that is. So God, thank you so much for this time. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the warm weather. I love you, God. Thank you for just recklessly going after our souls, and that you wanted us to be with you for eternity. God, you created us, and you want us, and you go after us, and it's just like the song that I was listening to this morning. It's just a reckless kind of love. And I know that you're not reckless, God, but it sure does look like you just completely abandon heaven and your son and just go after us, that we're that important to you, God. Thank you. Amen. Yeah, so after I looked at the owner's manual of my 2012 Colorado and looking at the internet, they're saying that you can't get your hand into the to be able to get the replacement bulb. So, hope you noticed. Ta-da! So what I did is I had to take the air cleaner off. So I just there's a thing there and a little latch right there. Popped that open, moved it out of the way, and I was able to get the bulb out. But they were saying that I had to take the grill off and take the actual lamp out and then replace the bulb from the lamp. No. So that's why it didn't get done for a long time. All right, so now it's done. But guess what? I have a brake light out now. So yeah, gotta get that done.